And welcome to the Jolly Soul Podcast, a place to make your soul feel good.
Good, that's right.
Okay, so today we're doing a 10-minute daily inspo, and as you'll probably know if you follow our Instagram, I've got lots of quotes and things that I've written. And this one today we're going to be sort of discussing is, it's normal to have bad days. Try not to worry too much about them. That's how you don't lose yourself to them. Just keep looking forward and move towards those good days. Yes, the bad ones still show up, but you'll be able to sail straight through them. Well, there you go.
That's good. Wow.
Thanks.
Your words.
Well, I think I wrote that one thinking that, it's so easy to, everybody's like, just think positive. And I get it. I think positive and I focus on positivity all the time.
Yeah.
But, there is going to be those bad days. We can't make them go away all the time.
Not everyone is
everything.
Positive all the time
there
either.
is different things that are going to happen in your life.
Yeah.
And, I think for me, what I try to do with that is I value the good times so much. Oh, that's sad doggy just grumbling in the background.
You see, she's laid out
she's total zen. But yeah, I think it's important to make sure you're sort of focused when the good times happen. So you really I try to look at every detail, and those are the memories that I want my brain to really save in full detail, HD. And the bad times, I just try to sail through them as quickly as I possibly can.
And for others, those bad times are more prominent for whatever reason. It's how we connect to them as well, which is...
I think it's just, I think the fact is that obviously there is going to be those bad days. And it's really about kind of how do you get through them.
Well.
And that, time changes everything, doesn't it? There's always going to be... sort of I always think you're going to go through a good time and value it, appreciate it, do as much as you can in that moment with it, because unfortunately, if you're in a good time, there will be a bad time at some point along that ride. And the same with bad times. I think that's a really nice thing to think of when you're in a bad time, is that actually, just around the corner is the good. So
there is,
that's kind of helps me through the bad times. But I think it's really important just to appreciate the moment and try to focus on sort of mindfulness when you're having the best times. Because, you just want to be able to go back to those moments, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Well, when you're in a bad time, it's how to, deal with it quickly.
Yeah.
That's not going to affect your day or put you in an 8-hour spin where you sat in a moment all
down
day
the rabbit hole when you have those bad days and you've lost yourself down a wormhole and you're I can't see anything. I had one of those the other day, and oh my goodness, it was just I was so foggy in front of me. It was I couldn't see the good. It was just I think for me what had happened is I'd become so overwhelmed. There were so many things that I was having to deal with, and every time I looked another place, there was another thing that was laying on top of me. Because
you'll see, if I speak for everybody, but when you're in a bad time or a bad place, then what you generally see is okay normally, it's fine. That seems to be a problem. And then you have all these little problems that you think, well, everything's going wrong right now. And I can't deal with that. That's life
though, isn't it? You look through a filter. You are literally, it's like putting on a pair of sunglasses. That's what I like to think about, the way we're thinking.
Yeah, that's a good way.
And almost the emotional state and what it's doing to you. So if you're feeling really, if you're in a bad place, you've put on your negative sunglasses and then everything that you see. And that's why I always think about being a good person or a bad person.
What is your filter then? That's good.
What is your filter? Bad people who are really constantly doing the wrong thing and not being very kind, should we say, they've got those specs on though all the time. That's why I think that's kind of their own, almost their own karma, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
So those bad people, maybe somebody's bad to you. I always think, oh, bless them. How sad is that that's how they see the world, that they see through those glasses all the time. So if they're not trustworthy, they put on the not trustworthy glasses, and then everyone in their universe, everyone in their life is untrustworthy. And it's so interesting. I find that.
That's a good way to actually say that, to actually look at it, definitely. And I think it's just a case of, whilst you've got these filters on and it's, And unfortunately, it's not them as well. They don't. It's hard.
Sometimes
they don't
it's
know.
learned behaviour.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they only know.
You've got all these
moment.
glasses on, like you don't even know. Like
No.
you know, like people.
You can change.
You know, like in childhood, you hear somebody saying, you know, don't trust that person or don't trust people because you know there's all sorts of bad people out there. Then all of a sudden, like you've put these glasses on, that everyone's bad, and I feel like, you know, there's so many good people out there.
Yeah.
There really is. Yes, people make wrong decisions and but
That's
generally,
That's fine.
there's so many good people. But, you know, I don't know, it's like almost like we're led to believe that there is so many bad. And I know there is bad people. I'm not saying that there isn't, because there definitely is. It's just more that, you know, there's a lot of good too. And I feel like I just wish there was like more communities and more like connectedness with people. And I feel like the more that we're in fear of each other, the more disjointed we become, and the more like, it's almost like there's so much mental health issue. There's so many mental health issues now, isn't there? And I feel that a part of that is being isolated and disconnected in a way. I think with myself, I feel like, you know, like I said the other day, I was totally disconnected, like with life. You know, I was like like I said, you're like in a wormhole.
You are.
And I don't have them a lot. Like I really don't have those days where it's as bad as that.
Yeah.
Where it was just, and I think for me, what I know about that moment is that I needed to have a break. I needed to just have some self-care, take some time out. And I kept saying that, but nobody kind of give me that back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I should have just gone, actually, that is exactly what I'm going to do, because I just needed to have a break. And I think that's really important, isn't it? That,
taking a breath.
When especially when you're going through a dark time, or when you're having, you know, situations to deal with.
Yeah.
That's where you have to really take that time out. Like when we went through that really difficult situation quite recently with the house and stuff that. And
wow.
That was just unbelievable. But what I think about that moment, what I remember is that we were really making time for things like yoga and meditation, and then like affirmations. You know, that.
Well, we had a focus and we had a goal, but like there was nothing going to stop us getting that.
Well, yeah, there's that. But I think it was more the fact that
it's what we did to deal with those bad times.
Place.
But it's how we did it and how we dealt with it. And I think what it is, because we wanted that so bad, there was nothing going to happen to stop us getting this. And when there were things thrown in the way, like a lot of spanners in the works, if you like, and there was a lot, it was like it kind of knocked us for six for me. Yeah, it took me probably about 30 minutes. I was like, because I thought I can't not be on this.
So when something bad happened, it took 30 minutes to come back round from it.
Quick, I was like, and I'd say, the reason why I say that is because I was kind of monitoring it, because I thought I can't waste any more time, because I know I want this thing so badly. I need to get to this goal, and there was nothing going to stop us. And I did everything possible, what I knew, like meditation, exercise, or whatever, mindfulness.
I did, like I put everything to practice.
And those filters, I took. It's like ripping off a plaster. I just took them off.
It was really hard. They were like iron glasses that were stuck to my face. I was like, I'm gonna get these off.
And the thing is, this discussion in my mind was like, I didn't like it. I wanted to be in a bad place because I wanted to be annoyed. I wanted to be upset or down. Because
it's easy to
it
keep
didn't
those glasses
feel right.
On. They look cool.
my bad. I'm like, got an attitude, and I'm like, right, I'm ready. So I want these on because I want to express my feelings.
But we know.
But that didn't help me.
But it doesn't serve you. No. When you are in that place, that's what I've learned, is that I could get so much done when I was angry. But assertiveness is better, because anger, it just, like I said, I'm wearing the glasses, but I don't know, there's more to this world than meets the eye. And I think like that energy, I do think there's something in energy. You know, you're putting all that negative energy out there. You know, you know yourself, somebody walks in a room who's got a bad energy, who's got a bad attitude, or they're in an emotional state. Immediately we feel it. So
I think just take
if you want a good sort of thing, you know, like something to happen like we wanted to. We was like, the one thing I think we really focused on was goodness and coming to goodness, and like that meditation was about kind of rebalancing our soul, wasn't it? And, and if you know, just getting us back in that mode. Okay, well, I hope this has helped you today. I hope this inspiration has, or you've taken something from it that really helps your soul. And
check out what your filters are.
Yeah, and you'll join us on the next episode.
Absolutely, okay. Take care.
See you soon.